Hello everyone, Elle here with a very overdue Empties video. I believe the last one I did was in December 2016 and I did like 3 in a row because I was behind then. So you can imagine how many empties I've accumulated over the last 8 months. It's crazy. I kept putting it off and I really do love empties video. My very first YouTube video was an empties video where I used the webcam on my laptop and I had saved empties for, I don't know, a couple months and I decided to talk about them. And it was around this time too, I think in either 2013 or 2014 when I did my first video. And why did I stop doing empties videos? Okay, so you guys probably know if you've been here for a while that I'm a pretty sensitive person. I take everything people say to heart, and that's a good thing and a bad thing because it means that I can apply the constructive criticism, and sometimes it just ends up bothering me so much that I just stopped doing something altogether. So I used to do empties religiously. I would upload one every single month, usually towards the middle of the month. And I remember one person in particular called me a liar for titling my empties video, say August empties, but it was only done during like the 15th or 16th of August and included some stuff I finished in July. So like my July empties video would have been like say July 15th and then I did one on August 15th. And this one person said, "Why are you calling your videos this? You're a liar. You're misleading people because those empties are not from this month and you should not title it August empties until the end of the month or the next month." So that was a while ago now, I think 2015 or maybe early 2016 when I got that comment, and it just stuck with me. And when I wanted to upload my next empties video, so like say it was the September empties video, once that middle of the month period rolled around, I went, okay, I guess I'll just wait till the end of the month. And then when the end of the month came around, I was like, well, I don't really want to call it a September's empty video when it's like October 1st, because who's going to be looking for September empties? Like, I just thought it didn't make sense. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just do it later and I'll do it later. And I just kept pushing it and putting it off. So that comment just ended up sticking with me. And so I just sort of stopped doing empties. But I've been keeping everything because I knew I wanted to talk about them or do something with them. And months ago now, I talked about doing some sort of empties roulette or short little empties series. So obviously this intro is going to be a lot longer than subsequent updates. I just wanted to sort of chat with you guys a little bit and fill you in with what was going on. I've had a lot of people request empties and wonder where they are, and that's the story. So where I have so many empties right now, and I just know I'm going to keep accumulating them, I wanted to start this now, do really short little segments and talk about things somewhat randomly. I've got a few bags of stuff. I dug out my regular empties bag, which if you've been with me for a while, you would have seen this thing. This thing has been through it all. So when it got roughly around this point, I would know that it's time to do an empties video. So like I said, I've got like 2 garbage bags full of empties behind me. I've got them sort of stored everywhere. It's a mess because I usually would do the monthly update, show the empties, and then get rid of them. I've never been one to keep them, but this year it's just been different. So anyway, I think you guys get the point now. So my plan here is to pull things out of the bag randomly, give a very brief mini review, and then move on. And I'm really hoping to keep these to around 10 minutes, maybe 15. Let me know what you like to watch in an empties video and I'll sort of customize it a little bit. And let me know if you're okay with the roulette style. I feel like that's the easiest thing for me to do where I have so many. But if you guys want me to sort through things, let me know. The only thing is I don't want to do just like a hair care empties video because I feel like nobody would be interested in that. But if I sort of mix everything together, then it's a little bit of everything, but it's not overwhelming in a way. I know some people just aren't interested in hearing about like hair care and skincare, but you know, I finished a lot more of that stuff than makeup, and I still think that's important because I had a huge backlog and I'm going to be doing an inventory and sharing that really soon. I wanted to start doing the empties first before I started trying to inventory everything just where I have so much stuff taking up space. Anyway, I feel like you get the point by now. So let's start with some products in here. I don't know how long ago I finished some of these things. So the first thing I have here is a foaming shower cleanser. This is pretty old at this point. I'm glad I finished it. This is from Ulta. I hauled this after my trip to the US, 2014? I used to do the occasional haul, and of course I was going to do a US haul because I just spent so much money. So this is Wild Safari Blood Orange and Peach Foaming Shower Cleanser, the Ulta brand. I really like this stuff. It smells like summer, which is why it took me so long to finish it, because I would only use it sparingly in the summertime. I really like foaming shower cleansers. I'd never used one before, I don't think, before this one, and I would definitely purchase more of these for sure. I like foam. All of my hand soaps, of course I'm one of those Bath and Body Works people, but all my hand soaps are the ones that foam up because I love the feeling of foam. So if you guys have any recommendations for foaming cleansers, let me know, because I would definitely be interested in purchasing more because I don't have a whole lot of like in shower body stuff right now. All right, next thing I have here, this is a little shower gel from Lush. Wow, we are kicking it old school here. You guys should go to see some of my older Empties videos. They're awful, but I had a lot of Lush stuff. I was a Lush junkie, and one of my favorite things of all time was the Rose Jam shower gel. I'm pretty sure I did a whole dedicated review on it and everything. Like, I was just obsessed with it. I fell out of love with it a little bit when I fell out of Lush. There's a whole story there, and I'll get into that another time. But I used to pair Rose Jam with the grass shower gel, and they discontinued the grass shower gel, and I was like, that's it, no, because the mix of them together was just the most perfect thing ever. So this is one that I had gotten as a gift, not this Christmas past, but I think the Christmas before, and I just wasn't using it because I haven't been using Lush stuff at all. It's been many years now, which is funny because I used to be like 99% Lush. I was honestly spending hundreds of dollars a week at Lush back in the day because I was just such a junkie. So it smells good. Like, I really love the rose scent. I love rose scented things as long as it's not too powdery. I love earthy rose scents, and that's what the shower gel is. So it's a shame that Lush is kind of awful, but the shower gel, I remember it being really good. All right, next thing. Okay, this is easy. This is a nail polish remover, and I see another one in here too, so I might as well pull these out. I just buy whatever's on sale wherever I happen to go. So this one is the brand Quo, which I believe is a Canadian brand. You can find it at Shoppers. This is a strengthening nail polish remover. Kind of basic stuff, but you know, if you paint your nails, it's necessary. And this is one from the brand Equate. And this is also a strengthening nail polish. I guess I have a type. Yeah, so I don't have any strong preferences when it comes to nail polish remover. I really just buy whatever is on sale, like whatever I find first when I need it. I go through a lot of nail polish remover actually, and I just like those size bottles. They're very convenient and usually pretty cheap. Like, I think somewhere around $3, maybe even less if they're on sale. I like when they go on sale for like $1.99, and then I'll buy like 2 or 3 at a time. So the next thing I have here, this is a foundation. This is kind of grungy right now. I don't know if this was in a project pan or not. I don't think it was. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. So this foundation, I know it's been pretty controversial, and a lot of people did not like it because it really oxidized, and I noticed a tiny bit of oxidization, but honestly I found this to be lighter. So this is the shade 0.5, and I wear 0.5 in the Naked Skin foundation, which I've repurchased 6 times because I love it that much. But the All Nighter, I haven't repurchased this because I don't know if I really loved it. Like, I liked the combination I found with it after a while. I was mixing it with an oil, and this was probably back somewhere around February, I want to say at this point. It was a long time ago anyway. It was already a little bit lighter anyway. Like, it was lighter in tone than the Naked Skin foundation. So when it oxidized, I noticed it was a little bit orange. But if I blended it properly and didn't have like that harsh line, you couldn't really tell. And then mixing it with a face oil, you really didn't see any oxidization at all. I loved it. I wore it a lot in videos from earlier this year when I was finishing it up because I really liked the effect that it gave my skin. It was just very hydrated. So I don't have any plans on repurchasing this right now because I've been trying more fuller coverage foundations, because this is a very full coverage foundation. I really like the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, but I don't know, I'm willing to try other things. It's not like a holy grail product. Like the Naked Skin is something that I have to have in my life because it works so well for me. But this one, no. So see, there are some makeup products in there as well, just not as many of them. So the next thing I have here is from Elle, and this is the clear brow gel slash mascara. I always use this as a brow gel. I actually really like this stuff. I bought one from Wet n Wild to try instead, and I think I might end up going back to the Elle. I want to play with some of the other drugstore options that are out there, but this one has been really good, and I loved it so much. It was hard to find, and then when Elle came to Walmart in Canada, like, I bought two, and I've since used those two. But I really do think I will end up going back to this. It's not a super strong hold or anything, but when I rock a more casual brow, which is like 99% of the time, this works so much better because it's not hard and it doesn't get crusty. It's really soft, but you can get a little tiny bit of control. I know I'm not the best person to get brow advice from, but if you just need something with a very light hold, this is a really good option. Next, I have from Verb. This is a leave-in mist. It's to detangle, defrizz, and condition, and I like this stuff for detangling my hair. Every now and then I would get some really bad tangles and knots in my hair. Nothing like getting a hair elastic stuck in your hair though and having to cut out a huge chunk of it, but this stuff does work really well for that. If you have sort of fine hair that might get a little bit tangly, this is a really good product because it's very lightweight. So I haven't repurchased this, but that's only because I already had a backup. My mother bought a couple of bottles for my partner and I stole them from him. So I still have, I think, one more bottle of this. It's a really good detangling mist. All right, so next thing here. This is from Kiehls, and this is the damage repairing and rehydrating leave-in treatment. I didn't really end up liking this stuff. I did not like the packaging. I felt like it was really difficult to get product out of here. Like, product got really stuck, or it came out in large squirts, but it would, like, instead of being a little pile of product in your hand, it would sort of go everywhere. I did not like the packaging of this at all. It's supposed to be for damaged, very dry hair. And I bought the whole line to try and improve my hair texture and stuff. And it didn't work for me at all. So I used it up, but I definitely would not repurchase this. Next, I have a cleansing foam from Garnier. This is a face cleanser. This is for combination skin. It's grapefruit and pomegranate. And I loved this stuff. I would definitely repurchase this. I have a hard time finding face cleansers I really like, but when I find ones I like, I stick with them. I only haven't repurchased this one yet because I have my eye on the Fresh Soy one. It really balanced my skin, especially when my skin was more oily to normal, as opposed to now it's really dry to normal. When it was more oily, this really helped to balance everything out. So very enjoyable. Garnier is one of my favorite brands when it comes to skincare. All right, what else do we have in here? Oh, well, this is an oldie but a goodie. I've gone through so many of these things this year. Between this and the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, oh my god, it's crazy. So this is Max Fix Plus. This is one of my staple products that I have to have all the time. I use it to set my face. I also use it to foil eyeshadows. It's just a necessity for me, so I'm going to put this in my back to Mac pile. All right, so I feel like that's a good place to leave it for now. Make sure to let me know your feedback on this, if there's anything I could improve on with this series, if you have any suggestions, things that you would like to see, or ways I could do it differently. I will try to apply all the feedback that I possibly can to make this the best Empties series possible. All right, so thank you so much for watching and spending some time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.